Tight shit though. John was onto it though. He was in there
I'm the
early.
Globglow Gabgala.
Globglow Gabgala.
I love books.
Love
And
books.
this basement is a true treasure trove.
Oh wait, this has got a backbeat. Wait. What was
I
that?
am the Globglow Gabgala.
I think Omar was playing something.
The schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blah blah blah. I'm full of schwibble glibber kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds.
That was a great time to roll that intro.
Oh, it sounds so good together. Wow, Duke's remix.
Dibble double shrivel shrubble glibber schwab glab.
Hold on. I got this banana peel. What do I do with this? Put it on
Where
the
does that
table.
character come from?
Sorry, I think I hit you with some banana
You
strings.
definitely did.
There we go.
I am the Globglow Gabgala.
I'm not gonna say anything until
the
this is done.
schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blah blah blah. I'm full
What does
of
your show
schwibble
become?
glibber kind.
Dude Soup?
I
We're
having a
am
good
the
time,
yeast of
all right?
thoughts and
James
minds.
doesn't look like he's having a good time.
New year, new soup. Everyone loves it.
Dibble double shrivel shrubble glibber.
Even though
Banana's gonna
viewership the
stink
last episode was
fast.
about half.
It already smells real bad.
That banana?
Bones, I don't really want you to have to do this, but if you are still here and you can hear this,
I think
can you
he's
come
gone.
and take
He's
away
got
this
a
banana?
lot of work to do.
God damn it.
He probably
I'm
left.
Sorry, Bones.
Here.
Just throw it. Just throw it.
No, don't just throw it. Don't
Hold
just
on,
throw
hold
it
on.
on the floor.
I'll come get it.
Omar's gonna come
Omar,
get it.
let Omar
thanks,
come get
Omar.
the banana and
Ah,
throw
the
it
stream's
away.
gonna go down. Everybody's gonna be mad.
It's not gonna go down.
Hey everybody,
It doesn't
welcome.
go down because he's not close to it. He has
He has to-
power
if
in
he doesn't
his
stop
presence.
pedaling,
It
yeah.
loves Omar.
Welcome to a cheating bowl of dude soup. Ooh, I almost played the stream back. That was close. Heard a little bit of me in there.
Go, go, go.
Man, why is the text so small? I gotta see that chat. We got a lot of cheating stories today.
Thanks, Omar.
People circumventing the system, which we've never done or ever espoused any. Yeah, there's some banana strings left. Never mind.
It's all right. Omar, I'll get them later.
Omar's great. Thanks, Omar. Oh no, all my icons are on that monitor, and everything's falling apart.
You say that every episode.
Yeah, but today especially. I'm joined by three cheating experts, in addition to me, your host, Lawrence.
Also cheating expert.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't find the cheating experts without being cheating super expert. I cheat so hard I've never cheated in my life. Think about that.
I don't know.
Bruce Green, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I am actually a cheating expert. I do have experience with this.
You've been vac banned.
I've been vac banned, and I'll tell you why. On this show.
I'm actually excited to hear
That's
about
a
that.
tease.
I have because I have deep philosophic inroads around cheating in general. The man who's never cheated a lift in his life, James Willems.
Never cheated a lift, but I've cheated a game. That's why they call me the Game Shark.
Ooh.
Wait,
I
they call
used
that,
it.
that piece of hardware that was a Game Shark, right?
It's named after me. Because they were like, we need to build a machine that can do what that man can do, like John Henry. Except I didn't die.
I guess that is a version of that story, isn't it?
It should be that he lost, right?
You want to hear something fucked?
Yeah.
I got to be John Henry in like a third grade school play.
Well, it was like Texas, right? So
Yeah.
there probably weren't any people that they could accurately cast as John Henry.
We got one in high school, but that was well after the fact.
I just think you dig in holes, he finishes first, but then dies.
What?
Yeah, you don't know who John Henry is?
I don't know who John
I mean, is he an
he's
American?
an
John
American
Henry is?
hero. Do you know who Johnny Appleseed is?
I know Johnny
I know
Appleseed is.
Connie Appleseed, the Simpsons parody
No.
of the
John
story.
Henry was a man.
Oh, he had
who
a hammer.
worked
You
at-
talked about
he
it,
had-
right?
He had a hammer. He built
Like
trains.
Thor.
That was John
Insert-
Bunyan.
No,
Yes, Paul
That's
Bunyan.
Paul
Bunyan.
Bunyan is the bounty man.
But this businessman showed up with a machine,
Okay.
and the machine they claimed could dig better than any man. And so John Henry stepped forward and said, "Not this man." And so he challenged the machine to they were going to dig a
off?
tunnel. They were both going to dig through a mountain
Yeah.
and race each other.
Yeah.
Now, barring the fact that all of the other men were worse than John Henry, that he was the best that humanity had to offer,
Yeah.
he went against the machine. They dig to the end of the tunnel, but John Henry finished first. He
Okay.
beat the machine.
All right.
But then he used so much energy that he actually collapsed dead. His heart stopped.
He died.
Why were they digging the tunnel?
It was a train. It was like for trains.
For trains?
Also-
Oh.
Yeah,
To
it's
go
during
through.
The
He's
West.
not a hero, he's dead.
Well, that's my thing. Even as a kid, I like raised my hand and I was like, so the machine still works and he's dead?
Yeah.
I think that definitively proves that the machine's better, right?
100%.
See, Canadian railroad builders just sent Chinese workers in
Oh,
with
we did too.
explosives.
We just don't worry about that.
But we
threw a
didn't,
ton
we
of
didn't
them in there.
talk about it.
Yeah,
No, we
America
made a
kinda
whole
forgot
like
about it.
vignette series about it. So
America wasn't at a point where they were prepared to allow the Chinese people to be part of their folklore.
Right. Correct.
African Americans Sure. Maybe if they're strong.
That's what they said. That's actually what the founding fathers said. Sure.
This
Maybe
dude
if
sounds
they're strong.
awesome.
And on that note, the one lady who was cheating on American folklore, Elyse Willems.
I recently had to download some save files for Sherlock Holmes.
Cheater!
You know,
You
'cause
cheater.
we lost the save file. Didn't want to play
Back
through it
ban.
again. I cannot get back banned in Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, once they find out those save files aren't yours.
Wait a minute. So I just only just now put this together.
Yes.
Man of Steel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the character's name in DC Comics? Isn't it John Henry?
John Henry, yeah. Which is why he carries it.
A giant hammer, yeah.
Yeah, he uses a giant hammer. He's this guy.
Superman was resurrected as John Henry.
That's not really how that storyline went. I read the
He was
novelization.
resurrected as a number of other people besides John Henry.
The spirit of Superman
Yeah,
inspired
I know.
several other heroes.
I think
Whatever.
around the time I was John Henry in our third grade production of American Folklore, I was also reading the novelization of The Death and Return of Superman.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I also read the novelization of Stargate.
Don't we have sponsors in this episode?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Remember the one that was Terminator?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Eradicator.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, like laser eyes.
Wait, no.
Wasn't there a
No, the
dog one
Eradicator's
too?
different.
Oh, Cyberwatch.
Yeah, there was a dog one. yes.
Eradicator wore a bodysuit and he looked fucking sweet. He
But
was
yeah,
totally 90s.
it was like a robot that
And
was
then there
supposed to be
one
Superman.
that was just straight up robot.
But then he
which
turned out being evil.
at no point did I ever see him with a full face.
Shit, I forgot. Fuck.
What?
I had a cup of flowers I was supposed to bring.
Oh, but Omar.
They're on my desk.
Perhaps you can go to Morris's desk
Omar's going.
and
So,
gift us
he already
with
said he
them,
was.
Omar. Oh yeah, Omar has a surprise for us.
Not anymore.
This podcast has 3 sponsors, which means you're facing down a double wide dude soup,
You're locked
2
in.
bowls.
Locked
Yeah.
in.
Buckle up, use the bathroom.
I'm literally tied to this.
It's the Black Tux Pro Flowers and Sherry's Berries, which also means that Mother's Day is coming up. Also, Omar needs to get the Sherry's Berries
May
box.
13th, everybody. Celebrate your mother.
You can get $20 off your purchase at the blacktux.com/soup. You can get 100 colorful blooms with a free glass vase at proflowers.com. You just got to click the blue microphone in the upper right and use our code DUDESOUP. And you can also get a box of freshly dipped chocolate-covered strawberries starting at $19.99 plus shipping and handling at berries.com using our code DUDESOUP. Same thing, you got to click that microphone.
Do you have berries for us?
I do. I forgot to tell Omar to get those too, so he's going to have to do quite a bit of back and forth here.
I get my family a lot of stuff from sponsors.
Oh.
But it's not like I get the free stuff. I pay for
Yeah.
it and use one
use
of
the
our
code.
promo
Yeah, use the
codes
code.
to do it. Is that okay?
What do
Or
you
is
know?
that cheating?
No, that's
No,
not
that's
cheating.
totally fine.
You totally used it. And
Is
you
it?
paid for it.
Hey Omar, I forgot something else too. Just
But
fly
does
him in
it
here,
seem
whatever.
sketchy that I'm giving them?
Just drop it right here.
Yeah, just put it in the center.
Tell us why you
right in
got.
front of Elyse so everyone can fucking yell about it.
Tell us why you got these for us, Omar.
Because you're a beautiful person.
Oh, you got us because we're beautiful. Omar, we also need you to bring Sherry's berries.
Yeah, they're in the fridge.
They're in the fridge in our office in
mini
a box
fridge.
Those actually
labeled
smell
Sherry's
great.
berries.
They do,
Those
yeah.
flowers?
Doesn't
they
smell
smell
like
really good.
Guaranteed to last 7 days. We'll hear more about them later on in
Yeah,
the show.
actually, like quite literally. Boy, those don't stay on carpet so good.
Just give them to me. I'll hold them. I'll be in charge of your sponsor.
I think it's fine.
Whatever, fine, yeah.
I think it's fine. I don't want people to get burned out on those flowers. We got 90 minutes here. I don't want them to get all hyped up on flowers way early. We got too much to talk about.
88 minutes now.
Yeah,
A gift from Omar.
Omar, you're the best.
they don't stop. Mother's Day is the best.
What do we deserve?
I don't even have to have kids and I get everything. It's great. All right, so we got there's been a lot going on this week. Labo didn't sell all that well.
What a surprise.
Yeah, people getting hauled into jail for cheating in PUBG, which is pretty cool. On the cheating tick, I saw this story on BBC about YouTubers promoting like a essay for money service.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Like
Now it's-
school essays.
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Like
Schoolwork. They don't
writing
pay
for
it.
English class.
And like the ad reads are pretty intense. They're quite literally saying, "Don't waste your time doing schoolwork. Pay someone else to do it." Like these are like 15-year-olds telling other kids to cheat.
How
at
much
schoolwork.
was it?
How much was the ad buy, or how much is an essay?
No, how much is an essay? If I wanted to buy an essay, how much would I
Good
get?
question. I can look that up in a second.
No, that's fine.
provided we want to
No
talk
rush,
about it.
no rush.
And then the Cyberwatch to end all Cyberwatches. Actually, I guess that would be a release date. But let me tell you guys, it's just been
He's talking about Cyberpunk, everybody.
Cyberpunk
so you know.
2077.
Right, yeah.
Oh sure, fuck it. Omar's
doing it
rolling
now?
that-
We're opening the
I
show
guess
with
so.
Cyberwatch?
All right. Thank you, Omar, for letting us know or letting the audience know what the most important news is.
Kind of a poorly named segment.
What do you
'Cause
mean?
It should be Cyberpunk Watch 2077.
No, you.
Well, except when they make sequels, then he doesn't have to make a new logo because it'll be like Cyberpunk and then Cyber City and Cyber World.
We'll
Boy,
be
you're
dead by
thinking
then.
way ahead.
So,
Either way, no
worries.
one knows what it is. It's Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep, the hit RPG follow-up from CD Projekt Red, who also made The Witcher 3, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 1, and Gwent, which is going to be important in a second. So, it's not stupid. This is where we're all going to move, Bruce. Once this game comes out, we're all going to pack up our stuff, put it in a little box, put it in a storage container, and then just spend all day playing Cyberpunk. Yeah, yeah. All right, so the E3 website, E3's coming up, and E3 lists all its exhibitors and stuff. And boy, howdy, was there a big ass bombshell on
I
that.
bet Cyberpunk's not going to be there.
Well, we don't know for sure, but
But CD Projekt Red is.
boom, yeah.
Oh,
so
They're
wow.
definitely going to have Cyberpunk there then.
They could be working on something else.
Like
That's
what?
Cybery.
Witcher 4?
I mean, so they did say they are working on another project. They did say that.
But Cyberpunk.
But this has to be Cyberpunk. Okay, so the E3 listing says CD Projekt Red's going to be exhibiting a product in 3 categories: a role-playing game for PC and Windows, Sony PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Tell me that's not Cyberpunk.
Which press conference do you think it'll be revealed at?
So good question. It may not be in a press conference. So I did my digging because games journalist and want to basically live in Cyberpunk already. So these things just kind of come to me.
That's not what he does.
It's like the circuitry is in my arm. Yeah, I put on my cyber gloves.
And then he just types on a computer.
I punched deck, and then I found, so this is from January, I think. GRYonline.pl, which is very Polish, had two inside sources that basically said that Cyberpunk 2077 will be at E3 2018, but it's going to have behind closed doors demos to select journalists.
They're not going to show. They must show.
Jeff Keighley's probably already played
Yeah,
it.
do you have a contact there?
I mean,
Do you or you don't?
contacts come in many forms, Elyse.
You don't.
Yeah, that means no.
and he doesn't
I
have
mean,
any of those
we
forms.
could try to get one.
I like all of their tweets, like all of them. As soon as they tweet it, I like it. So they're probably paying
Why don't
attention
you
to
talk
that.
to Jeff Keighley?
He's intimidating.
Or why don't we talk to Grace from Microsoft?
Somebody, anybody. Yeah, we have 106 degrees of
Yeah, they'll help us.
cyberpunk creation.
If it's coming out on Xbox One, Grace will help you.
I basically already played it.
Remember that
so.
time we hit Hideo Kojima with a boomerang?
I do.
So we have a pretty good relationship with him.
We're good friends with him too.
That's true. We could brag about that. So here's the quote, loosely translated from a very Polish website. Quote, "We obtained information about the plan to present the game at the most important industry event independently from 2 sources, and in both cases we cannot disclose where they came from." That's some solid journalism right there. Follows, "We immediately reserve that such revelations must always be treated with an appropriate distance until CD Projekt Red officially announces that Cyberpunk 2077 will appear at E3. There's absolutely no certainty that this will happen. We strongly believe, however, the above speculations will be confirmed."
Can you imagine how drunk Lawrence is going to be during Drunk E3 when it pops up in a press conference? He's screaming with a beer in his hand. Oh, hey!
How's that different from him in any other day?
He'll be.
right.
He won't. He'll be Ubisoft.
He'll be at Ubisoft? Oh yeah, that's right.
Maybe. I don't know what that's about.
What happens if
We're all going to see it. Lauren's going to be the last to know.
Oh my gosh, how tragic!
That's a Cyberwatch
That'd
right
be
there.
amazing. I would love that.
They're
After all this,
I know.
They're all the. It's not going to be Ubisoft, right? And all the
He's shattering his hopes.
all the
right now.
conventions are so far apart. It'll be fine. I'll get on the metro. I'll be listening to my
No.
synthwave soundtrack.
Battery's
hard.
dying, pulling up the trailer, battery's dying.
Can't watch it. We're going to call you.
1%.
What? Have you seen the trailer? The trailer's awesome.
Hello?
The trailer's so
Hello?
awesome, Lawrence.
no, because remember I had to go from Microsoft to Ubisoft. Almost peed myself on the
I
train.
do remember that. Your
So
little bladder might have exploded.
I almost thought I
You
was
could
going
have sued
to.
Rooster Teeth.
I was on the train and then I ran into Jack and Blaine. And I thought I was going to pee myself, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know them that well. I'm gonna piss myself in front of them on this train.
Hi, Elyse. Want to not use the restroom? You're like, ooh.
I heard a story about some lady that was going to get assaulted, and then she just pissed on the dude, and then was able to get away.
That's a good idea.
That's like
That's
Split.
awesome. Huh?
Remember in the movie Split?
Oh yeah.
And she's like, just pee on yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've heard that inducing vomiting is a good way to get out of a situation as well. Although that kind of requires you to have your hands free. Can anyone just vomit on command?
Probably someone out there can, yeah.
I want to see that. All right.
That's the kind of thing that they turn around and sue the person for being attacked because they put biological bullshit on them or
Oh,
something.
Yeah, man.
they might have had AIDS.
Yeah.
Their body. Wait, do you think? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, if you have pee
Never mind.
and if you have AIDS and you pee in someone's eye, you can give them AIDS.
And
Ocular
also,
AIDS?
then are you considered, like, was that chemical weapons attack by you?
Yeah. You can be prosecuted
that's a war crime?
internationally.
Damn.
I had an Uber driver recently that we were just talking about like the safety of being an Uber driver when I was in the car with her. And she's like, you know what, I'm a nurse in an ER and I get spit on by AIDS patients all day. Like, this is the last thing
Why
that
are
I...
they so ungrateful?
Well, yeah, like, I was like, man, wow, yeah, you're...
It's free spit. All right, so other headlines. Well, anyway, Cyberpunk, lock it in. Probably release date. It's probably going to be one of those things where they show a cool trailer and it's like, it's out right now.
Probably.
They're not going to do that.
That's probably going to happen. I'm really excited for that to happen when that happens. And then I'll get to marry the Blade lady from the trailer. She'll be my wife. There are other things we got going
Stephanie?
on. Who?
Okay, all right.
Other things, there's some shit going down in Fortnite, which is kind of cool. They started the new season.
They did.
The comet hit, but it missed Tilted Towers.
It's what was it, Dusty Depot, right?
Yeah, but now it's a crater.
So it's a crater, yeah.
And then you can get moon rocks that let you jump real high. That's neat. But there's a bunch of other like Easter eggs they started secreting into the map. I really love that stuff when they start building things and let the community find it on their own. And there's also a really fucked Harry Potter mobile game. It's kind of out right now. Oh,
Have you played it?
No, I wanted to ask you if you were...
No, because I was going to play it and I kept reading about the microtransactions.
Yes,
And
Michael.
I was like, dude, I can't play this game. It sounds like they're just ripping you off all the time.
Tuition
get
isn't
to
free
it.
for Hogwarts.
Yeah.
How do you think they got there?
Man.
For as much shit as Harry gives his whatever adopted parents, the
His aunt and uncle.
Dursleys or whatever,
Oh yeah, they're paying his tuition.
they had to pay his tuition. I'd be pissed too.
Oh, you're right. That's a lot of money.
You got to pay to go to... Of course you do. Why didn't I ever think about that?
There's a
That's why
bunch
the
of
Weasleys
wizards
are
that
so
can't
poor.
afford Hogwarts. They just immediately start toiling in the shitter.
Weasley's
Do you
got
thi-
8 kids.
Do you think that one guy who has the cat, who's the janitor for Hogwarts, do you
Argus
think
Filch.
do you think he went to Hogwarts,
Yeah, well, he tried to, but he was a squib, so he couldn't.
or he couldn't afford it,
Stupid.
and so now he has to clean their shit, clean their
didn't-
That
bathrooms.
sucks.
That Myrtle's over his shoulder, chatting at him, telling him to whip his dick out.
Life
I'm not
hits
gonna
hard.
do it.
Life hits hard anywhere, even in the wizarding community.
Does that mean wizards have student debt?
Yeah, of course they do.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Who would want to live in Wizard World? It's just like this, except you don't have to do half the mundane chores because you got slaves.
And you got to go see goblins at a bank.
And eat out Professor McGonagall.
Wait a minute,
Well,
you
there's-
do?
There's a positive. in
Hey, that
everything.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Are you kidding? What's her name? Is hot.
But only
Maggie
when she's a
Smith?
cat.
I guess who?
Omar City wants to fuck a cat.
Only when she's a cat.
Why wouldn't you just lick her? I guess you can do that.
Yeah,
anytime.
you can do that anytime.
So yeah, the Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery is pretty fucking awesome, mostly because of this exact thing.
Yeah,
So
Target Vine.
I read about this.
you do like a story, and to do events, it takes energy. It's like every fucking mobile game, and then energy recovers over time. But the game is plotted out so that the exact moment you run out of energy the very first time, it's when you are dying to some sort of magical plant. So your avatar is getting choked out, and it's like, hey, spend money to not die.
Or
Whatever,
wait,
man.
Or wait 24 hours.
Yeah, or it's like, yeah. The thing that kind of gets me about this is, yeah, but it's bullshit. But this is like particularly cruel in that you're telling a fanciful story to kids.
Yeah.
And then you're just stopping it at a critical moment and saying, if you could give me $5, I'll keep going. But until then, who knows what's going to happen to you?
Well, but if you wait 24 hours, then what? You
come
acquire
back
the
and
your
currency
energy
to be able to get
refills.
out.
Yeah, and then
Get choked out for 24
I was
hours.
gonna say just wait it out.
Yeah, you're not gonna die. Then now you're fearless. You know
but-
you can overcome anything.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah.
To a kid, though, they're childlike whimsy, crushed.
These kids know microtransactions better than anyone in this podcast.
They
right
grew
now.
up with them.
They grew up with them.
That's true.
They've acquired more debt in microtransactions than we can ever imagine. They know
just-
this shit. This
like
is their
wizarding
game.
debt.
They probably designed it.
It's so unfortunate because I feel like the strength of a game with microtransactions relies on being able to mask it in such a way that it doesn't frustrate the player that's just going for like a casual, they're not going to pay to play experience, but then encouraging people that will go that extra mile to pay to want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this game has enough to do either, to be honest. Like I
don't think it does.
love Harry Potter, but I just didn't bring myself to pick it up.
I don't really know much about how the game works, but it's weird that microtransactions would be tied to the story aspect. Like generally, it should let you
It's
play
cosmetic,
the story.
it's supplementary,
But it's Harry
yeah.
Potter. If you go to Universal Studios, they have microtransactions there.
Yeah.
Your ticket price gets you on the ride, but then you come out into the store that has 84 different versions of a Hufflepuff t-shirt.
I bought them all.
So it's like, but it's like I don't understand why other businesses have already figured out how to monetize Harry Potter and then they do something so dramatically different. I don't know, again, don't know if it doesn't fit in with the game that you couldn't just have be like, now you're in the winter sweater, or now you're in your Quidditch uniform. Like,
Or you want to buy your familiar or something like that.
1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the big cat, it's a medium cat, it's a tall cat. What's your Patronus? Literally any animal on the planet.
Remind me, what was the limitation with Pokemon Go that you had to wait?
Balls, right?
Yeah, it was Pokeballs, right?
I never played it.
Did you run out of Pokeballs?
Well, there were Pokeballs, and then couldn't you buy like
There were garbage
things
balls, but you could buy
that,
better
like,
ones.
level them
you
up,
could buy
too.
lures and stuff like
The
that.
fact of the matter is, I could play Pokemon. I never spent any money on that game, and I could play Pokemon Go.
Cheated at it. but
Forever.
Go on.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't cheat at it. I used services that existed
Bruce, you
outside
cheated.
of the game.
You cheated at everything. We got to justify the title of this podcast eventually. We'll get there.
Yeah, regardless. No, you didn't have to really pay to play that game. You could play it whenever you wanted. And this sounds exactly the opposite. Because I think I was going to ask you, Elyse, if you were going to actually end up playing the game, because I was about to fire it up. And then I fucking read that article and I was like, what? I'm not going to do that. That's crazy.
I almost went to download it, messaged my friend, AJ Locasio, professional voice actor,
know AJ,
Harry
yeah.
Potter aficionado.
Yeah.
And I say, AJ, do you like this game? Of course you've played it. And he says, no, pass on it.
He said no too?
And you know what? I didn't like the animation either. I thought there was a much more, if they were trying to go less 3D, weird.
It looks kind of shitty.
Yeah, it looks.
It does.
gonna
I mean,
go-
Scribbly illustrated style, I think, would work
Scribbly,
a lot better.
yeah, something with a cheeky, bit of character to it would have been more appealing to me than this.
I agree.
This is number one in adventure games
Yeah,
right now.
it's
on
at
Google
the
Play.
top.
I'll download it right
I'm
now.
downloading it right now.
Yeah, I'll download it right now.
And
See if
chat,
we can all get choked out by vines.
in chat, S. Blomkamp writes, a friend of mine who worked on that Smurfs mobile game says the discussions about how to maximize microtransactions were horrifying and basically sociopathic. I can see that though. Once you're so far in the weeds and the numbers of a project, you stop thinking about the user. You stop thinking about the fact that an 8-year-old kid who loves Harry Potter is going to play this, and I mean, whatever. There are worse things in the world by far, but still, it's almost like the EA Star Wars thing of how can you get so disconnected from the experience of even using the product you're making that you think locking out Darth Vader after paying $60 is even a remotely good idea.
Well, that was another reason I didn't play Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I still haven't. It's because of all the microtransactions that were basically like they were getting so much bad press, and since we're so far inside the video games press game, I was wondering, is it like, well, does the video games press just not like this game, or are there way too many microtransactions? And for me, I guess I fell on the side of there were way too many microtransactions because I ended up talking to you, my friend, and my friend told me, I'm not sure about this. And that's what's so worrisome about this is that, like you said, I think it's a combination of two things. There's one, the engineers and developers are like, you know what, it doesn't matter, they'll pay it because it's Harry Potter or Star Wars. And then on the other side of it, there may be executives being like, we're not going to make any money on this game.
Harry Potter, it's probably expensive to license.
Yeah, and we spent $50 million on this mobile game, so we probably need to make money on this. How are we going to do it? They don't know what they're doing, so then they go and talk to engineers and developers, and then the developers are like, well, we've got to do it. They're our bosses. So it can be a combination of all those things. I just think it's a bad lead. It's probably just a bad project lead.
But it's the more that this stuff happens, the more it sort of erodes the resistance to it. It just becomes more common, and then you're as jaded as James.
I made it to Diagon Alley.
Nice. So I mean, but to your guys' point, like buying your Patronus or whatever would be cooler, but that's time and effort. And I kind of speaking to the animation in 3D. I mean, I haven't played it, so it's kind of unfair to pass judgment on the production quality of it, but it doesn't seem like they had just loads of cash sitting around after cutting whatever check they had to license the Harry Potter brand. So it's an interesting tug of war for sure.
Perhaps it shan't have been made at all then.
Perhaps
not
it
to
shan't.
sully the name of
Harry.
our
This-
HP.
This lightning currency, it gives you
That's your energy.
Energy.
24 energy to start. I just had to use 2 energy to browse the shelves.
That's how they get you.
What?
There's the Eurogamer article that I'm citing this from actually does a really good job summarizing how the game works.
Turn
Quote,
pages.
you have a finite bar of energy you can hold at one time, and when this is depleted, you'll need to pay up or just wait it out and keep checking back before time runs out. You regain 1 energy point every 4 minutes, and there's no way to regain energy for free doing any other activity.
Other than waiting, probably.
Yeah, other than waiting.
Right.
The only challenge, or paying money. The only challenge involved is remembering the game's clock is still ticking away while you're doing other things so that you can then return in half an hour to finish what should have been a 2-minute experience. So you see there's like a timer up there. When you start a story event, you have to finish it within a certain amount of time to get a certain rating. Which means you can't even put your phone down for a day and come back, because then it's expired or whatever.
Well, what the rating is just meaning like you did bad. Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect gameplay in any way.
It may or may not, I'm not sure. Yeah, and then the article goes on. The first time the game engineers you will run out of energy is in its first action scene where, creepily, your character is left in a life or death scenario while you wait half an hour to continue. Charitably, you could say this energy system adds a certain cliffhanger-esque nature to Hogwarts mystery, but the amount of energy needed is completely arbitrary and one deliberately designed to fully deplete your energy bar. The game encourages you to make a purchase and continue immediately rather than wait and leave your avatar suffering. It's especially troubling when you consider the game's audience.
I'm at Ollivanders.
James is right. I had to use 3 energy to gather books.
It's hard!
But I was forced to do that in the game. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, no,
This is a tutorial.
You go linearly through the story, and when you start a story event, you have to pay energy to get through it.
This is insanity.
It does seem like a really cut down, kind of like what Elyse was hinting at. There's usually some smoke and mirrors. There's usually a smile before they fuck you. This is just, no, we're just gonna fuck you. And the fact that they can make the energy consumption whatever they want, it's an arbitrary number. The fact that they math it out so that you hit this one roadblock right here and then they ask you for cash is certainly intentional.
So Jam City developed it. Who published this? Do we know? Is it also Jam City?
I'm not sure. I didn't dig that deep.
I thought it was from the Pokemon Go team, but maybe I'm
Niantic?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
I
thought
want-
too, Elyse.
Well, wait. Niantic is making a
They're
Harry
making another
Potter
Harry Potter
Go,
game, right?
but it's not
Oh,
that.
okay, never mind then.
They better not charge me
Confusing
for
the
that
two.
garbage. I'm gonna be out there playing all the day.
All the day. Did you go find a lot of Pokemon?
No, I'm finding Fantastic Beasts. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this has a mystery. That's what I was curious about.
I know. I was
a
gonna
good
say-
story.
I was gonna say this is a perfect Elyse game.
Chapter 1 complete.
Well, if you guys wanted to, you could try and cheat. See, I gotta justify it.
Nice.
People are
How can
Here,
I
tell me
cheat?
how to cheat.
Yeah, tell me how to cheat in this.
people are getting thrown in the slammer. I guess steal somebody's credit card. People are getting sent to the big chill for cheating at PUBG. This is kind of an old story. There was a story around January of people getting hauled off to jail in China for making and distributing cheats for PUBG. But there was a post on Steam forums a couple days ago. Let me open that up here.
Why? He's like a teenager going to Hogwarts.
Well, wait. How old was Harry? 10?
Yeah, he was really young. Why? Where's this guy been? That now all of a sudden he gets in sorted. Is that embarrassing for him in front of his peers to be sorted at like 16?
Maybe he hit puberty later.
Maybe.
Changed when he goes to school.
I still think, and this is something we've been talking about separately, but I still think the Harry Potter movies could benefit from a scene where all the new kids have to get naked and put their hands against the wall and just get hosed
sprayed.
down.
Yeah, I like that.
It can't
Because
bring the
that's
outside
magic.
dirt in. Yeah.
It's like magic spray.
You got to prepare them for the atmosphere, the magical, whimsical atmosphere inside Hogwarts. All right, so this is from back on the PUBG tick. This is an update from R.K. Rigney. Writes basically detailing their ongoing efforts to fight hacking and cheating. They write, earlier this month, on April 25th, 15 suspects were arrested for developing and selling hacking and cheating programs that affected PUBG. It was confirmed that malicious code, including Trojan horse software, was included in some of these programs and was used to steal user information. Here's some translated information from local authorities who worked on this case. Quote, 15 major suspects, including OMGFL, and then some Chinese that I won't even try to slaughter, were arrested for developing hack programs, hosting marketplaces for hack programs, and brokering transactions. Currently, the suspects have been fined approximately 30 million RMB, or 5.1 million US dollar. Other suspects related to this case are still being investigated. Some hack programs being distributed through the internet includes a Huigezi Trojan horse, a Chinese backdoor virus. That's what they called me in college.
Nice.
It's proven that hack developers use this virus to control users' PCs, scan their data, and extract information illegally. I just love the fact that video games are so serious that people are getting fined millions of dollars for fucking with them.
Well, they're economies, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be what this is about.
No, yeah,
This
it's-
probably hinges more on the privacy aspect.
It's- yeah,
They've
scanning their
violated
data.
some sort of federal privacy laws with their hack software.
Lawrence and I were talking about this earlier, and Lawrence was like excited because he was like, well, yeah, they scanned their data and extracted information illegally from them using these hacks, but you were thinking Bluehole is just going after them because they were cheating.
I wonder, because you're right, it is ruining their economy, and there's a lot of money online, a lot. So I'm not saying this happened, but wouldn't it be cool if this is like the digital equivalent of planting evidence of like you find somebody's throwing hacks around and they're like, oh, there's a virus in it, so you can charge them a shitload more money by just like saying like, no, they were stealing people's credit cards and stuff. They may not have been. But I like the idea that you can really fucking nail someone for fucking with your game.
Well, it's like Al Capone getting caught on tax fraud. It's like OJ getting taken down for Vegas theft. It's like one crime. If you can't get somebody on that,
get them on something
get them
else.
on another charge.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the hacking, the cheating, is what made it more likely that the company or the software that they were cheating on
Notice it.
would notice it,
Yeah.
and then also be willing to turn them over.
Yeah.
And be like, sure, fuck them. Do what you got to do. To whatever actual authorities want to step in and then say, we are going to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. So yeah, I mean, it seems like it sucks for I don't know no one knows what the intentions of the hackers are. If they were just trying to find a new way to enjoy this game, I doubt that they were trying to profit from it, but
they
you
were
never
selling
know.
the tool.
Yeah.
They were selling.
That's true. I'm saying like profit from the thing that's getting them sent to jail.
Oh, you mean like the
privacy,
data?
the privacy aspect
Stealing
of
and
it,
selling the data.
or if it's that they just built it on some sort of software that needed that access. Like how
Yeah.
you download an app on your phone and we need to access your contacts because of the way this app runs.
Yeah, this is how we identify your phone.
It's a systematic thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's like stealing user information is one thing, but if it says they were also selling it, so then they were proactively selling what they were. It wasn't just
Yes.
a side effect that they
Yes.
were taking the information.
But
They were.
it's something to consider because, talking back to like Game Sharks or Mega Man and putting in Game Genie codes, there was only so much you could really disrupt in the game at that point.
Well, it wasn't
in time.
online, and there wasn't,
It wasn't
like, an
online,
economy.
and more than anything, when you bought a copy of Mega Man, it didn't require your email address, your credit card information, your home address to play the game. And now a lot of these services do. Like, you want to play Fortnite, you have to make an Epic account, which requires at the very least an email and password.
Nothing
And-
frustrates me more than having to provide credit card information as a contingency when I'm
yeah.
not actually making a purchase.
It's really weird. It's always been weird to me that companies need that stuff, and it always worries me.
I know for them it's a safety contingency if you were to try to
Sure.
purchase something, but
Still worries me, though.
or if you have a subscription or if you have a free trial.
World of Warcraft would
you
do
know,
that when you get a free 30-day trial or 7-day, whatever
Yeah.
it was. You'd sign up for it, but they asked for your credit card, and you had to give it to them in the case that, if that
you didn't
7-day
cancel,
trial.
They want to bill your
Yeah.
ass. I always, I mean, that has to be a billing thing.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
totally, yeah.
like a customer retention thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, speaking of all that though, there was the GDPR. There's like the EU just passed all this data security stuff, basically saying if you're holding data from a private citizen and they request you remove it, you have to be able to delete all of it. And then there's all kinds of regulations that go along with that. So we could use something like that in America, I think. Man, it's so frustrating. This is bizarrely anecdotal, but whenever I've gone to Europe, I've been amazed at how they integrate new technology into their society. Just like QR codes being on historical plaques and stuff like that. They don't wait, but America waits all the time for some reason. So it's frustrating again that Europe, despite being millennia older than our nation, is somehow ahead of us on data security
Yeah.
and internet shit.
Well,
You don't
can't-
think that some of that makes it over because the internet is worldwide, right? So American companies have to do that to comply with European code.
If they operate in Europe, yes, absolutely. So yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of multinational companies have been sweating this because they're going to have to update their systems and practices to be compliant with this. It's like a ridiculous fee too. If you're caught for even one person, let's see here. Oh yeah, shit. Penalties for non-compliance are steep, up to 4% of a company's worldwide revenue, or
shit.
20 million euros, whichever is higher.
Oh my gosh.
4% of your entire revenue gone because you had one dude's credit card when he asked you to get rid of it. That's awesome.
That's good.
I mean, that can crush a business, but Damn.
Yeah, but it's good though. I mean, they shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Companies should not be able to do that.
Take that, PUBG. But the the fluffier question I wanted to ask you guys is, do you think that like a $5 million penalty is just? Just from a game player's perspective, let's say, because I know you put a lot of time in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And cheating was rampant.
I mean, it's the fact of the matter is, cheating is rampant in every game. Because it's funny, it's a Google search away. All you do is search Fortnite cheats or PUBG cheats, and they're everywhere and they're free. Like all you do is sign up for a forum and you can download them and use them. Fortnite and a bunch of other companies, they're trying to stay ahead of the curve. They usually, like every 30 days or so, they'll patch out all of the cheats that were like working for those 30 days. But for those 30 days, if you're getting destroyed in Overwatch competitive or whatever else, they could have been cheats. And they were free, and they may have also taken some of your data. Those cheats, when you download those off of forums, they're absolutely risky. Like you don't know what they are, and they may or may not work. They may or may not get you banned for good forever. But that's just what happens. That's the game you play when you cheat.
I think that's why my Overwatch rank is so low.
That's what
all
it
the
is.
cheaters.
That's what it's the same with me. It's the same with me. It's because of all the
It's not
cheaters.
fair.
I mean, I think it's fair for extracting and compromising other people's data.
I agree.
For sure. Like the cheating aspect, no.
You've never felt that anger. You're just like, I just want you to be homeless because you cheated.
I think hacking, like if somebody's just straight hacking a game, cheating in a game, ban them. That's an offense. But when it comes down to that kind of invasion of privacy, stealing information, then I think, yeah, there definitely should be penalized in that way.
I mean, so much of the legal system is about setting precedents too.
Yeah.
So they're like, we got these guys. Let's hit them with the hardest possible sentencing that we can to discourage.
Like swatting.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, to discourage those that might come after, but also to show this is a different ecosystem now. Like cheating doesn't just mean getting only headshots anymore. Cheating exposes the players to a lot of volatile information because these games are now services, and services require information and credit cards. And so like they're basically going, you're committing credit card fraud, you know, in a lot of ways. You're one step away from it. You're making it more easy for more underhanded people to get that information and then do with that as they please.
Are they getting any type of like prison? It's just the financial penalty.
I've only heard about the fines.
Okay, because I mean, you know, if you steal,
Like throwing their ass
like,
in jail.
you know,
and
is it $10,000? You're facing prison time. $5,000.
Oh yeah, something like that.
So I mean, they're not facing prison time.
but still, I mean, $5 million is nothing to sneeze.
It's nothing
at.
to sneeze at, but it's still like I don't know. To me, like
You just declare bankruptcy, move to a different state. That's what I did.
Walter, do you think that prison time at some point will be? So I guess to me this is the ramp up. This is evidence that the digital world is becoming as important as the real, because there's real money in it. There's real people's livelihoods. There's real people's information. Do you foresee a future in which maybe not data theft? I definitely think data theft should lead to prison. Probably already should have in a number of situations.
I think it probably already has.
But just cheating in an entertainment product that that destroys the experience of others. Do you think that will ever lead to hard time?
I'm trying to think of like a real world comparable situation.
Yeah.
Did you ever download a car?
Well, doping.
I mean,
the Russians got kicked out of the Olympics.
Yeah,
sort of.
you get
didn't
penalized
go to
in
jail.
some
They
way,
didn't go to
but you're
jail.
not. I think it's just like you get disgraced.
The only
more
analogy
so.
I can think of is like bootlegging a movie. Or do you go to jail for that, or is it only fines?
Well, he said you wouldn't download a car.
You wouldn't download a car, but do they? I don't think they send you to jail.
I think it's just fines.
Pretty sure it's just civil suits.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking
don't
forward
know,
to the
though.
day when a Ready Player One scenario, when everyone's so obsessed with online entertainment that any disruption of it communally, the society sees it as serious an infraction as theft.
Yeah, like if you're putting weights on the front of your bobsled, you know, you're not gonna go to jail, but you're gonna be disgraced in the bobsledding community.
Yeah, you're gonna get kicked out of that bobsledding community.
Yeah.
I just think the difference here is that
It's happening to
these-
John Candy, cool run.
I think the thing that raises the question most importantly is that these games are economies. They're building economies.
Yeah.
And so if we get to a point where something like Fortnite is has a GDP, right? Like
Yeah.
then it's that causes a lot of instability, and thus with instability, the punishment becomes more and more severe.
Yeah.
So I think you shouldn't rule it out, but it's an interesting case.
I guess for the way I see it is, I'm waiting for the mob. So think about it this way, and nobody does yet, thankfully, but I think it'll get there at some point where you pay your money, you put in your time in a game or whatever. And if somebody's cheating in that, they're ruining your experience, and they are then sidetracking an entertainment experience that you paid for, that you were promised to have even though it's like online interaction's not rated.
I was gonna say it doesn't really. There's no guarantee of enjoyment. That's not ever been part of entertainment products at all. It's
true.
Yeah,
People pay a lot of money to go to Disneyland and wait in line all day. It doesn't guarantee you a spot at the front of Space Mountain. I paid however much money for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then I go online and get my ass kicked and feel really sad. And that's not Bandai Namco's fault.
Yeah,
they
would say that was your fault.
It's not, and it's also not the better player's fault
Yeah.
either. Yeah. It's just I wanted a certain experience, but since games are so massive and have so many variables now, there's no way to guarantee that you're going to get that experience.
True.
So I don't think you should be held accountable for that. For hacking into a game and just ruining someone's day, I don't think you should be punished with jail time for something like that.
After Lawrence's ad read, let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bruce has been on the other side, but thank you. Well, we've been talking a lot about cheating, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Bruce is already onto it. You should be a gentleman thief. And the only way to be a gentleman thief is to wear a very fine tuxedo while you're sitting at your computer loading up those aim hacks in Counter-Strike. You can do that without a lot of cost thanks to Blue Apron. I've used their services both professionally and personally.
Wow.
Yeah, this was at the spring break.
That's right. Lawrence looked great.
Here's a little Easter egg. When I put this on, I went into the bathroom downstairs, locked myself in, and put Yellow's "Oh Yeah" on repeat so that I could listen to it while I was strapping this bad boy on. And I've never felt more suave, more accomplished, more debonair in my life.
You look like Hugh Hefner,
Thank you.
but alive.
Mostly alive.
You look young and virile.
Thank you. One of the interesting things about black tux is they don't only have black tuxes. So I got a red velvet suit with long tails to complement my look. We're coming up on graduation season. If you want to make a splash, that's one way to do it.
You're right.
You want to look good for your mom? Mother's Day's coming up too. She'd be so proud to see her son or daughter in a sharp tux for no reason, really.
Well, promposals are really popular now.
That's
That
true.
means you not only need you need two good looks.
tuxes, yeah.
One for the promposal and one for the prom. So you want to make sure you can get something that looks good but isn't going to break the bank.
Being a 16-year-old boy is hard.
It's tough.
Hold up, did I say? Never mind. I'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah.
I did? Yeah, shit, chat, help me out. Sorry about that. Been a hectic day. Black tux, it's a different color, you see. They also have a free at-home try-on.
I was so close.
You have the sign already? Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, you can try it on at home. If it doesn't fit or you just don't like it, you can send it back and exchange it. Returns, shipping is free both ways. So they send you a box with everything in it. Take everything out, put it all back in, tape it up, and send it back. You just drop it off at I think it's FedEx, but shipping is prepaid, so it's actually pretty cool. The shipping label, you just tear it off, and then the return label's underneath. And you can get $20 off your purchase by going to thebblacktux.com/soup. So that's blacktux.com/soup for $20 off your tuxedo rental by mail. Try it today. Much like the Europeans do it online. Smarter that way. And then if they operate in Europe, they'll have to delete your information if you ask them to, or lose all that sweet tux money. But yeah, Bruce, you dabbled.
Oh, I dabbled.
You dabbled in the devil's game.
This is long, like years and years ago, long before CSGO competitive, or even CSGO for that matter. And it was so much fun. Cheating in a video game where other people are not cheating was some of the most fun I've ever had playing in a game.
Scumbag.
Well, I know, right? But listen, I'll tell you why.
you didn't feel empty inside or anything?
What are you, crazy? No, these are just random Counter-Strike servers where nothing was at stake. So like, it's not like Overwatch competitive or even Overwatch quick play. It was just nothing. You could join in, and then if people wanted to leave, they could leave. And it was,
What compelled you to do it? What was the instigating thing?
because I got hacked a number of times. So there are thousands of other hackers.
Begets hate.
Well, it's great though. See, that's the thing. it made the game more fun because then what happens at Counter-Strike, you'd have a server full of cheaters. And then everybody was cheating and you'd see which cheat was better. Oh man, it was so much fun.
What kind of cheats were the cheats that you utilized?
The stuff that Lawrence is going to show.
Yeah.
So there'd be auto aim
this intro
on
was
heads.
Already frustrating.
And there were also lots of times where basically you just fire your gun at the very beginning of a match and a bullet would zoom through walls and hit someone in the head. And they'd just die right away.
Oh, they're French.
And it ended up being the fact that like after a while you knew you had these cheats and you had them ready, but you wouldn't use them. You want to play Counter-Strike normally, right? But then if somebody had turned on their cheats in the server, then you'd become the Robin Hood and you'd turn on your cheats and end their game because your cheats were better. It was so much fun. Man, it was fun.
And then you got
dud.
back ban.
What?
And then you got banned.
Well, I got back banned because someone else played on my account with other cheats on CSGO competitive. I know.
Dick, see? But that's the problem. You had this tool, you knew how to use the tool effectively,
For fun.
but it fell into the
good.
wrong hands.
And that's actually the thing that I'm sort of getting at is like now, no, I would never do this because basically it ends up being, it's a full
Spin hack?
It's a full ban. Yeah, spin hack's awesome.
What is spin hack?
Spin hack. I think a spin hack is like when you would spin fire, so like bullets would just fly out of you,
spray and
then
everybody
kill
goes
else. But now like you'd be crazy to hack because when you do it, you're banned forever. Like you're banned like from Fortnite. Once they find you, your IP is typically banned as well.
Yeah.
So you can't play from your home computer.
Even fuck is happening?
Oh man,
He was stabbing him from the other side of the map.
This is even 1-6.
it's so much fun.
So I get the carnival aspect of it. Oh, fuck.
I know.
So this stuff is ridiculous.
Watch. And then because on the other side you see all the chat blow up.
Yeah,
You're like, wait a minute, how did you get to it so fast? How did you get me in the head so fast? It's so great.
What I find super fascinating about it is this is pretty old school shit. It's seeing through walls. It's the cursor that locks right onto the head, and the bullet goes right there. What I find amazing is that cheat tools are getting really, really like nuanced.
They are.
They're putting machine learning in them to make a hack look like someone aiming.
Yeah.
So they'll bake in like fake shots, and there'll be like you can basically hold a button and it'll drag your cursor towards somebody's head, but not lock it on because that's really obvious. So it's amazing to me to see this cat and mouse between cheats that are by the math obvious to see, by the eye easy to see, and then the ones that just sort of give you a little nudge that like streamers can sometimes use and stuff like that.
Well, they'll also go so far as to ban. Basically, if you're playing with a cheater and they're your friend, so you ended up, let's say you paired up with somebody that's your friend in Fortnite and they're cheating, they'll ban you.
Why?
Whoa.
Why?
Because they assume that you knew.
You're complicit.
You're complicit, exactly. So they assume that you knew. You're an accomplice, basically.
Man.
And they'll do that.
Society demands that you hold your neighbors accountable for their actions.
That's true. That's true. So
suppose they do.
And I'll occasionally just go online and look just to see, because I'm always like, well, maybe the hacking community is dying. It never is.
No, of course
it's
not.
always exploding.
That's like an alcoholic taking a sip.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't download.
drink.
No, I didn't download a hack or ever inject one. No way. I would never do that because again, that's a full ban. That's like a ban forever. But I'm just curious, just to see what they're doing. It's great.
It's gonna fall off the wagon.
I might do it tonight.
What?
I might do it tonight.
You got the taste. You got the
Chris,
taste.
no.
It's so much fun.
So it is so easy when somebody's doing like dumbass crap in a game to call them a cheater. But sometimes I wonder, because I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike, and the frustrating thing about that game is since like bullet spread is kind of random, some dude can like do a jump crouch shot and just zap you in the head. That people can do that sometimes. And that's kind of what made me fall out of the game, to be honest, is I couldn't tell anymore when somebody was cheating or not. Are they good or are they just cheating? And then if I didn't have that player feedback where I could know if somebody was actually being better than me or just being an asshole,
Yeah.
I just didn't want to play anymore. I don't know. There are other games where I could, like GTA Online, kind of easy to tell when people are cheating.
Yeah.
Kind of easy, yeah, really easy.
So I
They're teleporting everywhere and they never die.
UFO comes up from the sky.
If all these other games are banning players and stuff, why is GTA still so prevalent?
I have theories.
Okay.
I would venture that this is my own personal, like off the top of the head type thing. Cheating is only important when it starts to hurt your bottom line to a company. If we're in capitalist society or whatever. So in the Counter-Strike scene, it's bad because it made players like me fall out. But cheating in GTA Online is kind of funny, and you can just sort of go to a new
Unless you drop
session.
money. Unless you go into a session and then you start dropping money.
Yeah.
We've spent hundreds of dollars.
But that's
generating
that's
money.
what we've heard too. Adam, I think, has spoken to Rockstar, and they're like, yes, we do not like when people cheat. We really don't like when people cheat and are dropping money.
Yeah.
And like, here's $10 million, and then everyone on the server gets $10 million.
Yeah,
because that's their business model.
Right.
Totally
That's the
subverts their
business model for
monetization.
the service. So,
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're right about GTA. Well, GTA also, again, there's nothing at stake. So like, other than like, you could just join a new server. It's like, this guy's hacking, and you leave, and you go join a new server. Overwatch competitive, CS:GO competitive, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're locked into this round with this person who's hacking, and that's it. That's a loss for you.
Mario Kart Wii, you try to get on a new server.
There's so
You
much
guys told me
so
about
much at
that.
stake.
I was totally unaware that
Oh, yeah?
you can fucking hack Mario Kart.
Oh man, it was crazy
hack
for
any
a while.
game.
Who would do that?
People would get like just nonstop stars
Yeah,
and
they just
infinite
did
mushrooms.
it, and then they turn around, they come back, and they
fuck
like
with
you'd be
you.
in last place, and they would just
That'd be so frustrating.
you
and then
again
you,
and again and
you try to
again.
get into a new game, but then you get placed with them again. It was the worst.
can-
Worst time of my life.
You can hack any game. Any game.
Mario Kart, the
On the Wii.
On Wii.
the game that by definition tries to tell you a good chunk of this game is random. Like skill is a factor for sure, but if somebody just butt fucks you with like a red shell, a star, a lightning bolt, you're gonna lose, and that's just the mechanic of the game.
But the hackers never tried to win.
They just fuck with you.
Like they would just fuck with you for
Grief you
2
and
laps.
stuff.
Okay.
And then maybe at the very last second, then they just speed past everybody and then do 3 laps while you guys are finishing your last half lap as they kept hitting you with lightning bolts, and then they would go for, it wasn't about showing that they were better than anyone. They just liked fucking with people.
That's the thing that, you know what? Yeah, that's the thing that I routinely don't think about. That is the game for some people.
Yeah,
It's a sociological experiment as opposed to.
That's what I was just describing.
For Bruce,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what you
absolutely right.
like I said, once you get a taste of it, you'll realize why it's fun. And because it's
like smoking.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of like smoking. It's basically like where you're not playing the game anymore. You're playing the game to fuck with people. Like you're just fucking with people, and that's your game. So you could do that in any game, Mario Kart Wii or Halo or whatever else. I mean, like occasionally, if they did it right, the people on the server were also having fun watching this person teleport around shooting people in the head. Because it can be fun if you're not worried about the video game, if you're not worried about the competitive aspects of the game. And that's why GTA Online, you're not really worried about competitive aspects of that game.
Yeah. If someone hacked you and took all your money, though, that would be
Oh my gosh,
that
I'd
would be
pissed.
horrific.
Yeah, I would be
like. I mean,
pissed.
we get pissed because we have to play it for our jobs, and when someone is hacking us
Yeah.
and it ruins it, that's our time, which does translate to money.
Yeah.
So like. That hurts us. If someone is like, oh, I just love this game and I've spent years playing this game and I've amassed this fortune, and then someone hacks your game and then just like gets rid of all of your bank account or
probably
whatever,
just stop,
and then you'd
right?
be like, yeah, you'd be like, okay, I'm done, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
you know?
that's what happens in MMOs and like Fortnite. They want to get in there so they can liquefy your assets, basically. And there was a lot of World of Warcraft account theft, where all they would do is just sell everything in your account, transfer the gold to another account, and then walk away. Because they were just selling gold, and that was an easy way to get it. Somebody with a weak password. So there's kind of some interesting stuff going on in chat here. ZMRD says, not gonna lie, modded Xbox controller with the FAL and dual M9s on Modern Warfare 2. I know what Bruce means.
There you go, dog.
Yeah.
Everyone, see, I'm telling you, cheats are rampant. They are rampant, and a lot of people do them.
Like STDs in an old folks home.
And and they're not always like the aimbot that you can see, where it's like a headshot every time. Some people only hack with walls, and then they're basically walking around. They can see where everybody is, but that doesn't mean that their shots will be perfect every time. So they might die, but they still got that wall hack turned on.
That infuriates me.
Works for you. Really, it is. It's like
Well, I like the idea of being like, I mean, I don't really cheat. I just make the walls invisible.
A lot of people do that.
I know, yeah, because
A lot
that's
of
how
people
human
do.
beings justify their own shitty actions.
Right. And so for me, it was always like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna turn everything on.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do it all and make it absurd that I'm hacking. Obviously, I'm hacking. Right.
Mary Otter writes, I work player support at a game company, and the reasons kids give us for botting and hacking is ridiculous sometimes. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do on the internet is whenever somebody who works in customer support like posts the chat log and then the evidence of somebody saying, I didn't do that, and it's like, no, we have it right here.
Yeah.
Well, and then the ongoing discussion of, it's when the walls crash down of somebody that told themselves they weren't cheating or doing anything wrong, then they're faced with this imperative, no, you did, you cheated.
Well, I also think that I would say 99% of the time, if you ask someone why they cheated, it would be similar to Bruce's. Someone cheated me first.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
But there's still. Then you cheat, and then someone else. You played with countless number of people that are like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna cheat, and then it just becomes this.
A cheat for a cheat.
This Yggdrasil tree of life of cheaters.
Yeah, it's just like human nature.
Yeah.
And Thanos' to justify whatever the means to the ends in your actions are.
Well, the worst part about what you're describing is that, like, let's say we all decide, you know what, none of us will cheat. We'll never cheat again. One dude out there that we don't control, obviously, everybody's got free will. They decide they're going to cheat. And then that spawns another person to cheat, another person to cheat. Fact of the matter is, they'll never eliminate cheating ever. That's just, it'll always be part of video games that you play. That's just that's the world we live in now.
Yes.
For our for our purposes, like cheating, griefing is really frustrating when you're trying to record a piece of content.
Of course.
And you need it to be able to play in a certain way so you can get the video you need. I saw recently Achievement Hunter, a bunch of them were tweeting, Michael tweeting, because there was somebody that just would not leave their game.
Yeah.
Was griefing them, and they're like, we need to record this video, and you won't leave. And it's nothing against that person, it's just, we need to do this.
Yeah, we're the outliers.
Yeah.
Like that's very rare.
Our time is money.
We're the
Your
victims.
time is literally worthless.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's like, on the one hand, you accept the fact that you're going to get cheated, and it's like, well, do you want to take action and also cheat? Do you want to join the dark side?
Bully hunters.
He did.
Oh,
I mean,
I did.
That's the.
But never competitive. Never was anything at stake.
Okay. Except
Never
when
was
that
anything-
your
Again,
friend
see, that's
that your
just a
friend
clarification. That's just a line you've drawn for yourself.
Absolutely, because
to
I'm-
delineate you from the bad ones.
No, not at all. I'm saying I would never fuck up somebody else's competitive game.
Yeah, I know. But
that's fine. That's a fine standard.
I would only do it to have fun.
Do people cheat in Overwatch a lot?
There are
no
Overwatch
idea.
cheats.
I mean,
there are numbers.
I'm sure
I've
there
seen-
are.
I've seen
I don't
game hacks
know
in
that
them.
I have.
Have you guys ever thought
experienced
about
that
it?
much? I've seen way more in GTA than I've ever seen in Overwatch.
I've never thought about it. I winning in that way wouldn't.
It's no
It's not gratifying, right? Yeah.
Well,
Oh no, yeah.
for a lot of people it is. There are a lot
Yeah.
of people that, I mean, like, I knew people that do that stuff.
There are times in like quick play when somebody's just being a dickwad. Sometimes I would like to get the hand of God and ruin their day a little bit. I would like that. Having that power of subjugation would be great. To just like fuck with somebody because they were being an asshole. But no, I probably wouldn't do that in comp. If people leaving comp matches is what infuriates me, and I think I would like to reach out to them and hurt them in some way. Something minor, not physical.
I
but-
just want them to come back into the game and play.
Oh, I would love that too, but
That's
no,
all.
when it's obvious that like the match isn't going well and somebody just bails,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, at least take your licks, man. Stay in with us. Shit, we can at least learn something from this. But no, you're just gonna bail out and fine, fuck you. I hope that I want a little, just like a little zap of electricity to just go right into your dick tip, assuming it's a man. Speaking of dick tips, your mom had to endure one to bring you into this world.
Endure one.
Yep. And that means you should buy her flowers. 100 flowers to be exact. Thanks, Omar, for this wonderful bouquet.
That's not 100 flowers.
See, I thought about counting it, but I.
Count 'em? Here.
All right, Bruce is gonna get on
No
that.
way. Just look at the stems. There's no way there's 100. I think you're right. It's a safe bet.
Well, hey, this is the copy that Pro Flowers sent to me, and I'm not gonna call him a liar, but if you want to, that's your business. Pro Flowers is sponsoring this podcast, and they would like you to know that Mother's Day is coming right up. Let's see here. What day is it again? Bruce, you knew. May 13th. May 13th. Please make arrangements. Your dear sweet mother deserves something, whether it be a delicious treat we'll hear about later, or a wonderful bouquet of flowers, perhaps both. Doesn't your mom deserve more than one day of delightful flowers? Maybe even 7. They claim that these flowers last a week, and they do actually. This got sent to us last Wednesday. I trimmed the stems. I put he's counting.
It's like Algernon over here.
Flowers, nice. So yeah, I trimmed the stems. I changed out the water a couple of times, and they look great. I was a little bummed because like they're going to be all wilty and gross by the time the podcast rolls around. Nothing doing. They are as evergreen as your mother's love for you. And you deserve, because of that, because of the nonstop love your mother has showered upon you, he's nodding,
Pretty sure there's 100 flowers.
100 flowers!
I'm pretty sure. 100 blooms.
Okay,
100
yeah,
blooms.
because each stem splits into.
That is what they
counted-
say.
I counted each flower. Each flower.
The claim is 100 colorful blooms with a free glass vase. You can also upgrade that for like $5 more to something with a nice little color on it. Get a little pattern in there. But yeah, this little girl comes with it for free.
I think there's more than 100.
25 stems in there.
I think there's more than 100.
4 or 5 flowers per stem.
That's a solid deal.
Yeah.
For just $19.99 plus shipping and handling, provided you use our promo code. And our promo code actually makes it half price. I was checking on the website. So it's you just go to sorry, I lost my
flowers.
place.
Click the microphone.
He's got it.
Use code
Dude Soup.
Dude Soup.
So yeah, proflowers.com, proflowers.com. There's a blue microphone in the upper right. Click that, type in Dude Soup. It'll take you right to this product. And you should get it. It's pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Is it safe to assume most mothers would like flowers?
Yes,
Yeah.
from their children, because it doesn't matter if they like flowers or not. If they were thought of by their child, and their
Yes.
child is expressing gratefulness
I would agree.
for their mother.
Really a flower person. You know, I like plants
Yeah.
more than I like flowers,
But
but
if-
I do really like these flowers.
Well, I was gonna say, if Benson got you flowers, you'd be like, oh my God,
If
Benson!
he showed up with like a little flower by his ear that he kind of like tipped
Like
it, and he's
this. See,
like,
that's the point. It doesn't matter if you like flowers or not. As a parent
thought.
or a caregiver receiving flowers,
And Pro Flowers has more than just flowers. They've got all kinds of plants and arrangements, so you should go check it out. Proflowers.com. Click that blue microphone, put in Dude Soup, and 100 colorful blooms for $19.99. Thank you
Maybe-
for the sponsorship, Pro Flowers.
maybe you were raised by a single dad. Sure, he'd like maybe
What's
he
Father's Day?
did double. Yeah, but he did double duty. I think you get him something on.
you get them, not 100.
That's
20, 30 flowers.
I think that's the
okay?
sweetest thing. Like if you were raised by a single dad, and then on Mother's Day you got
that's
your
really
single
nice.
dad something too,
What
because
about-
he did it
What
all.
about adopted dad? What if? Okay, here's an idea, folks. Here's what I'm suggesting to all of you.
All right.
Step parents, or anything like that. You got a step parent. You love this parent. They took care of you.
Yeah.
It's not even their genetic material. And they said, yeah, I'll take care of this. You get them the Pro Flowers, okay? And then you get the adoption paper that says you want to be
He
adopted. You stick it to the
loves
vase.
this.
You film it. You send it to me
So that you can cry.
so I can cry because these are the best. These are the best moments.
It's ASMR stepdad.
Oh yeah, I saw
The
this.
Fritos bag opening. Somebody's lighting us up. Chrissy Lad says, "Get your mom dick pills from our other sponsor." They're not sponsoring today, but that is an interesting point. So on the subject of cheating, there was a really interesting. Oh, look at that!
The Savage Garden.
showing up in my next playlist. That's weird. It's not like I've been watching that video a lot lately. That's a good video. So there was this article on BBC. It's about, provided it loads. So yeah, the YouTube star is being paid to sell cheating. Let me read some excerpts from the article here. More than 250 channels are promoting EduBirdie, based in Ukraine, which allows students to buy essays rather than doing the work themselves. YouTube said it would help creators understand they cannot promote dishonest behavior. Which is an
that?
interesting line.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means that they can't. There's nothing in the terms of service, I think, that means YouTube can crack down on.
Oh, yeah,
them.
that's true.
The BBC trending investigation uncovered more than 1,400 videos with a total of more than 700 million views containing EduBirdie adverts selling cheating to students and school pupils. Popular YouTubers, some as young as 12, are being paid to personally endorse the service. This is pretty fucking awesome.
Kids learning addition.
I know.
Who needs
Papers,
12-year-old?
Right.
In some of the videos, YouTubers say if you cannot be bothered to do the work, EduBirdie has a, quote, super smart nerd who will do it for you. The adverts appear in videos on YouTube channels covering a range of subjects, including pranks, of course, dating, of course, gaming, of course, music, and fashion. They include several stars such as Adam Saleh, whose channel has 4 million subscribers, and British gamer JMX, who has 2.5 million subscribers. Following the BBC's investigation, both have now removed videos with EduBirdie adverts from YouTube. The BBC also approached the mother of one 12-year-old who had promoted the company to his 200,000 followers. She also took her advert down.
That 12-year-old has 200,000
How much
subscribers.
do you think you got for that? ad
Get
read?
him? Think we can get
At
him?
least $5,000.
It's ironic that he's making money in that ad read to pay for his college, which he's not going to have to write any papers at.
And he's not going to go to.
But yeah, it's so I think this is interesting. James actually brought it up previously, but given that we were called out by our audience a little bit for, I guess, shoving handfuls of pills into 4-year-olds.
That's what we were doing.
Yeah, we went to the playground.
I made sure that they took
Said, "Hey
pills.
kids."
Don't diminish their perspective.
Sorry,
I didn't. I was in there
It's
commenting.
hyperbole.
I was
You're right,
there
you're right.
debating with the best of them in there.
Yeah, no, yeah, Bruce was in the trenches there. Yeah, I guess before I sound like I'm being far too snarky, I 100% understand and even agree with the people who express concern over the process. However, having used the process myself and having gone to American doctors, doesn't seem that bad to me. Although I feel like, and this is the interesting conversation, I think, I feel like similar arguments could be made for this. If you're a student and you're like, why do I have to write about the fucking Panama Canal? Why do I have to waste my time doing this crap I'll never do again? One could make the argument, hey, it's a free economy. And all of these essays are like written specifically for the client, so they won't show up. There's a lot of software that will scan for like passages and plagiarism.
Yeah, like my last year of university, I think there was a professor that had that software that could scan for plagiarism.
Really?
So it would give you a percentage of your paper that maybe matched outside sources.
Wow.
So it would usually come up with something because it's just picking out keywords. It's an algorithm.
Yeah.
But then, they would kind of grade that on a certain percentage. Sorry to cut you off, Lawrence.
It's so weird. That stuff is so weird to me, that like scanning papers thing, because at least in American schools, they teach you like, this is way to write essay.
Yeah.
Introduction, supporting arguments, conclusion, and it's like they teach you the language, and I don't know anyone that's like under the age of 24 that has a compelling voice in educational essays. Like they're I really found my writing voice when I'm talking about pre-1600s Earth history or whatever, like whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So it's weird to think, because everyone teaches you this is the way to write an essay, and then they have a software that scans. I wouldn't be surprised if people are like, I didn't cheat. I just am shitty at writing essays.
Well, no, I think it's just looking for, maybe you have a paragraph that is directly copied from something, and that software would pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was like a first line of defense for your professor, where they're grading 200 papers, so they're going to run them all through here,
course, yeah.
and then there might be a couple that raise the alarm, but then they're not going to go beyond addressing those other. They know everything else is legit.
Still.
I mean, the thing is, like, when you think about it, it's not illegal to buy
true.
a paper.
Yeah.
It really falls down to your school, whatever their policies are, and I would be hard pressed to find any educational institution that would say, yes, this is okay. It creates, I mean, the thing is, I personally think it's not plagiarism because it's not direct copying, but I think it's very unethical to pay for and submit a paper that is not yours, that you did not write. I feel like that's indisputable. I think it also creates major disparity between students that can afford that and can't.
That's a good point.
It's something that I would never. If we were approached with a sponsorship like this, I don't
know that
I would wanna
anybody
do it.
would agree that this was ethical. I don't know that there's any ethics involved
I mean,
with this at all.
some people I think would say like, oh, there are ghostwriters. There are ghostwriters out there. Somebody would make some shoddy argument about something like that.
Seems like a waste. I mean, I know this aren't specifically for university papers or college papers, but like the whole point of paying all that money to go there.
Oh yeah.
So that way you can learn and improve yourself. I know you don't understand that at the time. Or
you don't care about it.
No one fully comprehends that. As society kind of pushes most people in a certain direction, and it involves college and stuff. But man, what a fucking waste. You're paying more money to have a less valuable experience for the intention of the thing that you're going to.
When I was in college, I mean, there were lots of times where I would write a paper that was kind of ripped straight out of another article. Like I'd be like, because there would be like teachers say, go read this article and write a paper on the article.
Yeah.
We would all do that. I'm pretty sure it was basically we were all writing the same paper, and then they would turn it in and we'd all get like B minuses. And this is in one class that I knew I'd never take again, like French literature of the 1700s. I knew that I would never touch it again, and everybody else knew that. And in college, you knew that. But it still felt weird to cheat on that kind of stuff. And I guess if you really think ahead, I mean, at that point, you'll never need it again.
Yeah, that
So
one
why-
paper.
Yeah,
is
so
not
who cares? So
It's
why?
supposed to teach you the process
It totally
of
is.
learning.
Yes.
Not
yes.
necessarily
Well,
to make you learn that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's supposed to teach you like independent critical thinking and being able to be analytical and put that on a page
Right.
and present that, your thoughts. But like I think a lot of people would say like, well, when you're applying for a job, nobody's looking at your GPA, nobody's
They're
They're
never
looking.
looking
look.
at your resume and your cover letter, though.
They are. So if you can write one of those credibly,
Well, that's
Well,
the problem.
yeah.
I've seen a lot of garbage writing.
If
Yeah.
you have a 4.0 on your resume because you bought all of your papers in college, are you essentially scamming the employer for employment?
I mean,
This
yeah.
is a different discussion.
Yes.
You probably want to discuss whether
Yeah.
or not it was abhorrent for these people to.
I guess I'm more in the vein that there are a lot of skills that people think are irrelevant, and they are not.
Oh yeah.
The ability to write legibly and convey meaning with written word is still important. It's very important, and I've in the professional
emojis
world.
now.
Yeah, we got 'em. Who cares? I've interacted with a lot of people who either don't or refuse to accept or understand that. Like, I got emojis, I got texts, I can talk with my friends, and it never occurs to them that professional talk is different when you have to say something and say it right and say it well. And it's not an art thing. It's not like, oh, I made an eloquent point. No, you have to understand what people need and give it to them in a clear and concise way.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. President Trump is one of the worst public speakers in the history of politics,
damn it,
maybe
you're
of
right.
all time.
Yeah, Trump's election really threw off a lot of things that I'd like to believe about our world.
I counterpoint to that, and not Trump related, but Jeff Bezos related. I just read something about how he runs all of his meetings and stuff like that on Amazon, and he has whoever's going to run the meeting write basically a 30-minute paper, a memorandum that everybody reads before the start of the meeting. So this person writes down whatever it is, a memo of what they're going to cover in the meeting, but it's a very, very long paper. It's an essay. And they all read it, they absorb it, and then they meet at it, which is pretty different from most meetings that we go to. Typically, it's usually somebody's got a PowerPoint or whatever.
Yeah,
Apparently, Jeff Bezos hates PowerPoint. And this is something to your argument, which is like you need to learn how to write.
Well, yeah.
Because it's very important.
I'm just saying,
in
Trump
certain
is
cultures.
the exception,
Definitely, yes, absolutely.
but still,
yeah.
kind of sends a message that maybe you don't need to worry too much about how articulate
Yeah.
you are.
I guess just
articulate.
for me, I don't know where this came from, and I wish I could find out. Maybe it was just parenting, but I was always convinced of the virtue of taking the harder path
Sure, yeah.
for no other reason than to take it because you learn more that
Builds
way.
character.
Yeah. Like there's a bunch of platitudes that basically say why it's better. I don't know that I could summarize it in like a real world way.
Well, at least just said it. It builds character. Like,
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Unless you're just doing it to spite
Sorry,
yourself.
Elyse. No, I'm just saying I'm offering I'm offering similar justifications. Often it doesn't do me any favors to intentionally make things harder on myself.
Well, it should, like James said earlier, teach you how to do that, so that you can take your lumps and learn how to take your lumps.
But some people just make their lives more difficult.
Yes.
I think
And it's
the
not because they're trying to learn
the
something.
beauty of learning is sometimes you don't realize you're learning while you're learning as well.
That's like watching a Pixar film.
Yeah.
so
Wally was human all along.
while you may think writing that essay, you boil it down to some reductivist viewpoint where you're like, I just have to write this paper just so I can submit it, and I'm not going to do French history ever again.
Yeah.
But it's something that stays with you, and it does develop something, however small, however unnoticeable.
Yeah.
I just and this is different for everybody. My hope is always that whatever I put out there is at least a reflection of me in some capacity. Not when you're acting or performing a role or something, but like it's me. And I think if you just buy a paper, unless it says at the top, I was smart enough to buy this paper, you're not conveying you to anyone. And so that's, I think, also a weird invisible shortcoming of the process. No one knows what you think or who you are or how you write. They just know that you bought it. Now, if you're willing to declare that you bought it, at least I got something about you. You are the kind of person who would buy a paper instead of writing it yourself.
At its base, it's deceptive. It is
Yeah.
deceptive to buy a paper and say, I wrote this paper even though you didn't.
I mean, it is the definition of plagiarism, passing off somebody else's work as your own.
Well, and that's I think what we're getting at is that if you don't want to be deceptive in things that will, like school, will probably matter. Maybe. It depends on the professors and the friends that you make along the way, et cetera, et cetera. But like
The real college was the friends we made along the way.
the more you do it, and the more deceptive you show your friends and professors that you are, the less they find out the real you. Or they do find out the real you.
It's that you're deceptive.
And you're the Joker.
Maybe you don't even know the real you.
Because you leave your calling card with every
Staple it to every.
Except it's not your calling card, it's someone else's. You just downloaded
From
it.
the Ukraine.
printed it out.
Nope, Ukraine. I put an article in front of it. Sorry, Ukraine.
Oh, Ukraine, not
Ukraine,
the
yeah.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
My bad. I can make up for it though by treating my mother right this Mother's Day. Sherry's Berries is sponsoring this podcast.
Here
Yeah,
they
let's get
come.
that
Put 'em
box
on the
open.
table.
Get
These
these-
are fresh.
All right, here they
They're
come.
better not-
Here we
Hold
go.
on.
Here we
Every
go.
week.
dog.
I've been waiting for this ad read all show. I'm like, why are we getting?
You don't have napkins.
Here, look,
You're
I'll
gonna make
show
a
you.
Yeah,
mess.
there's gonna be crumbly
they are.
chocolates
I'm gonna eat it
everywhere.
over the box.
So Sherry's Berries are delicious. It's an annual tradition at the Funhaus office that we put them in the fridge and then some gremlin keeps
More
running
than
by. And
manual at this point.
they just keep
selling
disappearing.
ads, not because they pay us, but because they keep sending berries.
Yeah, they're delicious. And if you guys were talking before, if you have a parent that has expressed like flowers aren't my thing, who doesn't like chocolate covered berries?
I sent some berries for Christmas.
A
Person
monster.
who got it loved it.
Good idea.
We have a special. Oh, look at that!
Oh,
We're on
brought
spot today.
napkins.
Damn, dude. Oh, we can finally clean up all the little banana
Bananas.
ribbons.
Banana bits.
That's tiny. Here.
I'm not gonna. I don't need ASMR chewing in the mic right now. You guys can go fucking hog wild though.
Fit this hole in my mouth.
Smack your lips as hard as you can if you could. Mother's Day is May 13th. And we are offering this box for $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Or you can double the berries for just $10 more if you go to berries.com. Same as the previous read. Just click the microphone. It's an orange microphone in the upper right. Use our code DUDESOUP. Fresh. Oh, I love the ad copy. I usually don't read it verbatim, but I will now because they have phrases that I enjoy. Fresh, juicy strawberries dipped in milk, dark and white chocolatey goodness, then topped with rich chocolate chips, chopped nuts, and signature swizzles. I'll never get tired of saying that. They also have cake pops, strawberry cheesecake bites, and artisan chocolate truffles. Artisanal chocolate truffles. Excuse me. So there's a variety of classy eats for the mother in your life, the father in your life, the step mom, the uncle, the pack of wolves that raised you. They all deserve something nice this Mother's Day. So please go to berries.com, berries.com. Click the mic in the upper right corner. Use our code DUDESOUP to unlock this deal, and you will have a happy parent. I think I'm going to double up this year. I'm going to get both. Last year I've used previous sponsorships to, like you said, to celebrate my parents. I think I've achieved a station in life where I can give them both barrels now.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels good.
Berries and flowers?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
So
know.
it doesn't seem bad, right?
What's the downside?
There is no downside.
Easy money. So that's berries.com, code DUDESOUP. Thanks for the sponsorship. Thank you for the berries. I love every time a gift-giving holiday rolls around because, yeah, we do get a free box of Sherry's Berries, and it's awesome.
Perfect.
I could buy them anytime I want, but it's just more special this way.
Yeah.
But yes, again, berries.com. Use our code DUDESOUP. Click that microphone. Thank you, Sherry's Berries. All right, let's net hard. And as I was sneaky, all right? I picked one out while you guys were talking.
Because he forgot.
Yeah.
He forgot to plan it.
No, I ran out of time. We had to record a lot yesterday. And then we did the Funhaus TV thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I guess I'll announce that. We're doing live blocks on Funhaus TV now. Right now it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 hour blocks. But there's a public calendar. It adjusts to your local time. So this is kind of what we thought would happen is we'll start thematically programming the TV show, or sorry, the TV roll of all the old content. And then we can just drop in and just do some like lower pressure stuff. Typically when we stream in the past, we're recording a gameplay video, which means we can't really interact much because it doesn't cut down well. But now we can because they won't be gameplays. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, Bitcoin's on the way back up apparently.
Hey.
And I just got a
right now?
notification from
Drop
Harry
that
Potter.
in.
My energy's full.
All
I
right.
got that too. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna check on Bitcoin right now. It was doing all right. It was doing all right before.
Well, may I plug something while they're checking
for it.
their
Yeah, please
Bitcoins?
do.
So this week is
yeah,
the finale of our season of Funhaus Theater Mode. We're finishing strong with the Zombie Island Massacre. Oh, yeah. It's our 8th episode.
So dark.
So if you missed last week, it was Heidi, and we'll close out the season. But I'm sure we'll be back doing it again. You guys had a good time.
Everybody watched it.
With
Thanks
Theater
again
Mode,
for
right?
watching Theater Mode.
Yeah.
I was getting
Thank
lots of
you.
tweets about it, and We love doing it. We love doing it. So thanks again, Elyse, for organizing the
Thank
whole
you guys
deal.
for doing it. It
Mod's
was
so cool.
And Tyler Stab in Austin
Oh, yeah.
coordinated with us too, and there was a whole team out there that was helping us with stuff. So yeah, we're gonna come back.
Hero Prees asks, so there's a lot of praise for theater mode in chat.
Oh, that's good.
Hero Prees, is a very good username, asks, well, the streams, God, the fucking chat on roosterteeth.com is broken as hell.
Don't say that.
Sorry, it just keeps
Brand
jumping
new.
all over the fucking place, so it's really hard to read. Hold on, I gotta find it again. Oh, will the streams go up on Funhaus? Yes, they absolutely will. The first one we did yesterday should be up somewhat soon. And thank you, Parcel, for linking the journal post. Yeah, man, it's supposed to scroll, but then it like keeps going down. I
just got to a point in the Ravenclaw common room where Rowan just asked me, "What are you most looking forward to, Wyatt?" That's the name of my character.
Right.
Charms class, potions class, or finding my brother. Charms class.
Hello, person I just met. Let me tell you about all the intricacies of my
My
backstory.
brother.
All right, let's net hard. Roll that sweet bumper, Omar.
Is there a bumper? Oh,
Yeah, bud.
it looks like the Cyberwatch one.
Yeah,
Why do
they're
they all
pretty
look
similar.
that way?
Well, I mean, you tell me how I'm supposed to visually distinguish Cyberwatch and Hard Nettin. They're the same thing.
I would have used maybe some like of the leaked images and trailer from the,
Some cyberpunk.
I don't want them to content ID claim my shit. This is everything in this podcast is 100% original.
But we just ripped a bunch of articles off the internet.
I was wrong.
All right, so Hard Nettin. Last week, Howl at Midnight.
that's
Forgotten
right.
Dogs roleplay one. Bruce and
forgot
James.
about
this.
I don't think you guys are aware of this. So this is on the Backyard Chickens forum, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a forum for people who have backyard chickens.
Okay.
But this is a role-playing thread and rule set for this particular forum thread. You get to be a wolf, and there are all sorts of rules about the kind of wolf you can be, and the status effects. There's bellyache. You can take juniper berries for that.
Watermint.
Parsley. Some water mint, yeah, you're right about. Herbs for infection or treatment. We got herbs for strength. There's just a lot of herbs, really. There's the various roles of wolf. There's like alpha, sub-alpha, omega, beta wolf, stuff like that. Hunters, bells, pups. A pup is any young dog under 5 moons. The pup name always has a pup suffix, and the first part of the pup name describes them, i.e. speckled pup or dark pup.
Elyse, what is this? Boil it down.
You really just have to see the comments in the forum posts to really kind of get the full grasp of what this is. So, yeah, if you want to do a quick scroll through that
What are
one, it's
jailed
probably.
pets? Outdoor kennel dogs. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no-tail pets, jailed pets, no-tail den place pets, pack law.
You get to live out your fantasy of the dog, feral dog life that you want.
This is awesome.
Do not kill without a valid reason, except in major battles. Never kill on border fights. Like, these are the rules of the pack here. Alphas and betas are always to be addressed by alpha and beta, of course. All pups must be mentored for at least 2 moons before becoming a hunter. Beta and alpha may not take a hunter mate if they have none when they become alpha beta, and their alpha beta is open for a mate.
I don't understand that, but I think I do.
Yeah, no, dude,
One
it's fine.
cannot live with a paw in both worlds. Do you see that?
What? What is this?
A pack dog forever rejects the life of a no-tail pet. One cannot live with a paw in both worlds.
They are right.
This is the kind of shit that I'm like,
Styles and
yeah, I fucking can. I'll do it. Like, you just made that up. I'll fucking made it up. Make it up. Yes, I
I
can.
love it. I love this.
And
yeah,
then
if you-
there's some color scripting that's kind of gone awry. I think maybe they were relying on some old CSS rules that
It's
Chrome
not
doesn't
no
support.
longer
So
supported.
yeah, this was posted last edited February 2017, but this post was from the 2013, I want to say.
Okay.
There's some scrolling I
Did
got
it start, did it start catching on?
2015, my bad. Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh, 1,100 pages.
1,100
Wow.
pages. It was as of last week. It was still active. I don't want to click. I really hope nobody posts.
Wait a minute, hold on. Is there a story in this thread now?
I mean, yeah, it's all roleplay, dude.
I don't think it's
no, but read
actually
Sarah
active.
mentions, you know, in a post, you crawl up under your desk.
This last post is from 2016. If you
What?
look,
April 14, 2018.
No, May 21st.
That's a registration day.
Oh, okay.
The
April
post-
14th.
Oh, never mind then.
Post date, that was just a few days
That's
ago.
great. That's great.
Scar looked around at Rip's ruined camp. Her eyes wandered, then finally fell on 2 pups huddling in the rain. Calamity Poo and Brindle Pup.
Brindle pup. It's a suffix of a pup, so we know it's a pup.
Those pups are going to get themselves soaked, she thought, watching the motionless figures.
Those poor pups.
Do you think this is supposed to be Calamity Pup, but a typo?
I think so.
Calamity Poo, yeah.
I think so.
No, I thought it was like a multipoo or something. You know.
I mean, it says those pup.
The Pooh universe. All right. Well, so that's one of the
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough contender, but so the one going up against it is a survey of all red TVs in Shenmue. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. This dude went around Shenmue and just found every red TV in the game.
Then what?
And that's pretty much it.
Surveyed them.
Wait, is
okay.
it 4?
Huh?
Is the answer 4? Or
I
is
guess
there
so.
more?
Yeah, Shenmue 1, just 4 TVs. Apart from being found in the Chinese restaurants in Dobuita, the red television also turns up in a few other locations in the first game. It seems that Abe-san catches the daily soaps on a set behind him in the counter of the Abe store, so that's what that is right there.
What other? Is this a whole website? What is this? This is someone's personal website?
PhantomRiverstone.com.
Yeah.
Shenmue
What is-
articles, analysis, and what? Translation?
Translation.
Okay, but what articles do they have? Keep going down. That are tagged Coke Media.
What would that be?
Wow, let's not get distracted.
Oh, Shenmue 2.
Yeah, so this is in Aberdeen. Shenmue 2, you go
Slacker
to...
backer.
Spoilers, you go to China in Shenmue 2. It's pretty cool. You get to go to Kowloon. Pretty cool. So here's all the red TVs you see, and there's 2 of them right on top of each other in South
There's a
Carolina.
lot more in Shenmue too.
Yeah, well, it's it's a sequel. They got to outdo themselves. Bar Liverpool. There's so many in Bar Liverpool. Wow. Lucky Charm Quarter.
Whoa!
Yeah, they really
Oh, look
stepped
at all
up.
the red
Overload.
TVs.
That must have been what started it. They went there and like, that's a lot of red TVs.
I bet you're
And
right.
They saw someone else that's like, hey, there's more red TVs.
Dim Sum Building.
I think it's just somebody who only wanted to model a red TV, and then they needed filler in certain parts of the game.
How dare you?
Yeah, I don't understand what
The
you're getting at.
Shenmue developers paid attention to every detail of that world.
But all those are all the same.
Every
You're-
detail.
They're all the same though, right?
You're right.
Yeah, it's
it was
the
an
exact same
artistic
TV.
choice.
But I
all
mean,
those TVs,
they're probably all
because
subtly different.
In
Maybe
that
the dials
year,
are in different places.
1987 or whatever, that was the most popular sell. Yu Suzuki looked it up,
Well, I want to see what
and
the
he
Coke
saw
Media
that that
tag
was
is.
the most popular because every single inch of that world is an exact replica of Japan and China from 1987 or whatever year.
Coke Media France tweeted about Sega things. Sega Fest in
Oh,
Tokyo.
so that's why they were tagged.
Yeah, you know it. And then the other one, EastNet Studio visit by Coke Media with blurry dev screenshots.
Is it Koch or Coke?
Good question.
I'm just basing it off of the Koch brothers.
Yeah, I thought
But it's
yeah,
different. They don't do media as much as they do making carpets.
But so yeah, that's the Chronicle really. The article doesn't claim for this to be an exhaustive survey, but it does seem to be a good.
It looks pretty
thorough.
exhaustive.
Yeah, it does. That's a pretty good base
Yeah.
level.
Plus, it's
57
57
total.
red TV.
Hey,
red TV
any
show in Shenmue 3.
thing in the comments? Because they say drop a note in the
oh
comments.
yeah, where are the comments?
If you see any other red TVs, 4
Okay.
comments.
Comments.
Amazing. So many red TVs. Thank you. You have good taste, Teehee. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's just them. It's just them.
But no,
That
he
was
looks
it.
like he got them all because those guys would have found him.
Well, it's the same dude posted 2 comments, and then the same dude replied to both of them. So it's really just one person.
Well, that's 2 people.
2 people.
Well, the author of
Wait,
the
click
article.
the-
I
oh,
think
yeah, I
is
see it.
Switch
Yeah.
there. Let me scroll all the way to the top.
The author does not count
A lot
as
of
a
TVs to get
person.
through there.
Good for them. So it looks like all those TVs are the same though. So they're not really a survey, more of just
There's no byline.
they found the one TV in a bunch of places. It sounds like, right?
yeah. But again, that's because that was the most popular TV in 1987.
We don't know that for sure. That's speculation, but
Well,
I vote for the
certain.
wolf.
If it's in
Well, James-
Shenmue,
James
I'd
is-
say it's pretty
James has
much
confirmed
accurate.
it. James has confirmed it.
I mean, it's on the one hand, the game is wrong. Probably not.
Probably not.
On the other hand, the developers of the game paid attention to every single detail and didn't just reuse assets
they may
unless
have
it
done.
was there in the time period 1987 or
They
whatever.
I need
I'm
the
ready
photos.
to vote. The Hogwarts Express departs soon.
I passed my charm spell. He said I did the best Lumos
Nice. Good
Ever?
job.
in the history of first-year students.
wow. Wait, your first year at 16?
That's what I thought was weird.
So wait, you're in. Everyone else is like, oh, I thought you were just skipped up to like.
No, he's
That's what I
just
thought too,
older.
but he called me a first year.
He's
Technically, it's my first year at Hogwarts.
They have to age you up for
Maybe I
Pedal's
transferred.
playing.
Maybe I transferred from that school where they do where they're like tough Russians.
That's gonna fuck up all the sexual tension. You're supposed to all hit adolescence together in the school, so I can write fan fiction about
All
it.
right, my character's already banged. Fuck. Wyatt Johns.
Is it a witch or a wizard?
He's a wizard,
Nice.
but he can be anything he wants to be,
Yeah, that's
provided I wait long enough or pay money.
All right, let's vote. James, Howl at Midnight or a survey of red TVs in Shenmue?
I always vote for Shenmue,
Yeah?
so I'm going Shenmue.
God bless.
I think someone did the work here.
That's the
and
voice
I
of a real
always-
gamer
I
right
always
there.
appreciate it.
Work?
They had to play Shenmue.
All right, Elyse, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for the dog RPG.
Okay.
Of course, there's a deep well of information and and universe building there. So, it's my vote.
I'd argue the same about the TVs.
All right, Bruce, tiebreaker. It's all coming down to this.
Well, I love the fact that somebody found red TVs in Shenmue.
Yeah.
While you love the fact that someone found red TVs in Shenmue, you are also going to vote for it?
No.
Oh.
I appreciate the fact that they created 1,100 pages of content with A Howl at Midnight. As basically just a community of people creating content versus Shenmue, which is made by a company.
One
But it's
guy.
enjoyed by so many people.
Hey, look, you're right.
There was that other dude in the comments.
I'll never disagree with that.
all right.
I'll never disagree. But I do like brindle pups.
I think you check some of those middle pages. They're
You
not going
know-
to have anything on them.
We should. I may go back.
What would be
just AAA.
amazing is since you've granted them this victory, if they got wind of this and somebody created a Bruce pup.
I would love to be a pup.
If we come back next week to this comment section,
Bruce pup.
we
What
see
if you're
Bruce
not
pup.
a pup? If you grow out of being a pup, do you just become the first?
We'll have to check the
just brindle?
instructions.
There were the betas, the alphas, the bells. What else were there? There are a bunch of them.
Beta
Forget what's better,
pup.
beta or
No
alpha?
tails.
Alpha's better, right?
Alpha's the
yeah,
Alpha's
the leader of the
dominant.
pack.
Let's see. I can't remember. There's there were like 2 pup no tails.
Oh yeah, no tail. All the herbs. Don't forget about all those herbs.
Oh, there's sore bones. You can have sore bones as a dog. I mean, we knew that. Yeah,
Hunters.
bells, pups,
Oh, hunters.
elders, omega pairs.
Omega pair. I remember
These
that
dogs-
from the other thing.
It says these dogs are at the bottom of the heap.
Yeah, omegas are.
They fetch, clean, groom, carry, and do every other task a dog can think of.
Yeah, omegas basically do whatever no other class will do. So you would like to think they're like the god dog, right? That they fuck everything. No, they just get fucked.
Loners.
Other outside ranks, we got loners, no-tail pets.
Jailed pets.
Jailed pets, no tails.
Kennel dogs.
No-tail den place.
You're a no-tail.
Oh, she recoils.
Yeah, it's a human. They pose serious threats to pack dogs with their traps, guns, and tracking dogs.
I'm a friend to all dogs. Why
Us
would you say
alphas
that?
can't trust you.
Whatever.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on today's podcast. We've made the rounds. We journeyed all over the internet. We solved that cheating problem once and for good, I think.
No, we didn't.
Oh yeah, we did.
They're
People are
more rampant than ever.
Bruce is gonna go home tonight and do it.
I might actually do another.
stream it. That won't be a problem.
Oh no, I won't do that.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching us, whether you did it live on YouTube or via audio. You're one of 3 remaining viewers of this podcast, and I appreciate it.
No.
No.
Come on.
We have fun here. But yeah, if you're watching live, we got the post show coming up. It's where we look at some fan art and provide real, solid, doctor-certified advice.
Nope.
Yep.
Not doctor certified.
I've screened all the questions. I passed all of my advice on to a doctor. They said, yep, that's good.
It's not
That'll
right.
help people.
No, that's not true.
Basically, I'm just trying to justify going to VidCon and getting on a stage and telling people that I save lives. Because that's what everyone else does there.
Is that what you're doing?
Gotta go.
I do prank vids and save lives.
You got food on your mouth.
Thanks again, everybody. See you next week. Peace. I think it'll be like that. We're in the middle of like tech running away from our government's ability to regulate it.
Yeah.
Which is not.
When they
Not
get some like
necessarily a bad
legislation
thing.
slapped in front of them, it's like this person wants to sue this person because they went on the internet and used technology to turn themselves into a super clown or something. This should be illegal.
Well, I'll